5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I caught a couple of the interviews that DM did especially, and it really does feel like, you know, he's a player who has traveled, you know, he played in America for a while and he's come back to his native region, and it's that kind of spreading of information, playing in different regions, different squads, getting to play with other, you know, TI caliber players and teams, and coming back and having, like you're saying, a pretty young roster to try and get that information into with the mechanical skill of, you know, EpiKid and GPK. We know they are capable of some really wondrous things. Now the draft, are we ready for this? Are we ready for the Svens? Are we ready for the PAs, Lacoste?
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick. Seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
Behold the Horn of Magnus.
Yeah, and worth pointing out, ILTW is standing in for mid one, so it's not the full OG roster, but we'll see exactly how he fares going into that safe lane for them, as ILTW has been playing a lot of pubs, he's been in and out of teams recently, still a very skilled player, and he has been with OG before, you know, earlier on this year and last year. He's popped in to be a stand-in every now and then to fill that slot when need be. Magnus first pick, Shadow Demon for OG. It's definitely one of their kind of favored position 4 heroes.
OG's turn to pick. Phantom Assassin. Seconds remaining.
Man, I do miss a bit of Tusk. That hero played so often in that POS 5, but yeah. Shadow Demon, if you do manage to, you know, get farmed from this position 4, you're able to, you know, get up into the Aghanim Scepter or something like that. Pretty good up against the PA. Get on top of her and make sure she can't jump in and out of fights as she'd like. And on to Ember Spirit, a hero that ILTW is definitely very comfortable on if they want to put it in the POS 1 role. But it has been a top hero in the past, so I guess they're keeping it flexible in that regard. But do you feel it's aimed at ILTW?
Virtus.Pro's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I'm wondering, are you afraid of like a Viper as Virtus.Pro with the break against a PA?
OG's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds.
Well,
remaining.
That goes the Seb axe. Definitely turn up against the PA with the blade mail, especially. You know, reverse those crits onto her pretty nicely. OG staring down this Magnus PA, and you're never quite sure where the Magnus is heading. Could be, like you say, that kind of position 5 or the 3. We've seen a kind of shift of that POS 3 Magnus go into, you know, the I want to say old build, the Arcanes into mech build, then into a Blink later on, which has made him much more of a frontliner rather than, I'm going to wait in the trees for a big RP.
10 seconds remaining. Turn to ban. Seconds remaining.
Yeah, and you can leave the
remaining.
Timbersaw alone to get his levels as well, and then if you have that roaming support, like an Earth Spirit, for example, you can shift in to help out the other lanes quite nicely. Very slow and deliberate banning stage in this second spot, though, from both teams. Very carefully thinking about, in the back of their heads, that best of 5, what did we get rid of? What did we take there? Oh, they had Enchantress and Axe. They had the Rubik come out. They had that, the Morphling, of course, like you mentioned earlier on, being banned out early on. Lots of these little draft logic plays being made by both of the captains.
10 seconds.
This is where we start to reveal things, though. Probably the POTS 5 from OG.
5 seconds remaining.
We've seen plenty of undying of, the good old Crystal Maidens come out from time to time too. Yeah, something that can actually go in and do stuff. Your favorite phrase, the go do shit hero. Get up in their faces.
Grimstroke.
Grimstroke's going to be able to start the fights with Soulbind.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
Crystal Maiden.
Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
And you talked about the Doom. Good call, there it is. So you got the Soulbind Doom, and Soulbind's also pretty good as a setup for slight change. Holding those two heroes in place, you're gonna have the ability for Ember Spirit to get there, and of course the innate ability for Ember to gap close with Inkswell. Tons of magic damage is gonna come out of this OG side from a very early point.
5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to bat.
Admiral Concar.
OG's turn to ban.
So if Ember's Crystal Maiden. Into VP. You've got this plan of PA with Empower, able to sit in that Radiant Triangle and just keep on farming. With Empower, able to sit in that Radiant Triangle and just keep on farming. Oh yeah, like what, decrep the RP target, decrep the PA or whoever she's going on. That would have been really nice.
5 seconds remaining.
Whoopsie. Absolutely not. Also the ability just to keep these heroes going, because OG have this chase lineup, right? With Scorched Earth, the drums on Doom, Ember with a chase. They've got these heroes that like to keep fighting through long periods, and having that life drain to just heal up an Ember Spirit for another go-in. Could have been a nice little bonus, but not to be this game. Ban from OG coming. What's VP lacking?
Virtus.Pro turn to pick. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Got a decent amount of time to think about it to VP. Got tons of team fight, great ways of catching people, and the ability to defend their side of the map with the abilities they have, the RP, the Kunkka combo you're talking about, even Crystal Maiden just sitting on top of a staircase with a freezing field. Pretty good zoning tools to keep OG at bay. I'm not sure where that Magnus is heading either. If you want that Kunkka to go mid, then PA pos 1, Magnus. Do you want to pick your pos 5 last? It always feels like such a rough thing to do. Interesting. And what about something like, OG Batrider? Bringing that out and giving it to someone to throw into mid, because they have been toying with the idea of certain matchups putting Seb into mid, moving him around. Dark Willow comes in for Virtus.Pro.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that's true. Kind of thinking about the win condition and who's actually going to be able to, be that stand your ground fighter or the tower damage hero. It looks like Luna is that choice from OG. So that should give us the offlane Doom like you were expecting. Yeah, Seb grabbed it up. ILTW's the Ember Spirit. Tops and Luna. It can't be Luna mid, right? I'm saying this. It can't be Luna mid, right? Well, maybe it can be a Luna mid. No, me neither. We'll see how it goes. I mean, Luna's pretty high armor. She's got Lucent Beam to spam onto Kunkka, but once, he'll have a bracer, he'll get a bottle, he'll be fine just regenning through it. No real problems there, but I guess it is that thing you were talking about, the late game scaling against the Phantom Assassin, the ability to potentially go for this carry who can deal with the Kunkka combo, who can stand the ground and battle through it all as we get ourselves into game 1. With best of 3 here for the OGA Dota Pit Season 4. OG up against Virtus.Pro. Oh, OG no tail there. Grimstroke up at the front. None of the locked, even though he's level 6. A little bit sad. But out to the lanes we head, and I'm going to click on Topson, and I see he's got 2 shared tangos as VP all chain tip ILTW. And then OG chain tip him as well. Oh, yeah, come on. Give the Ember some more tips.
Never had a chance.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
It's like Christmas Eve. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, Christmas Eve, you go to bed at, 6 p.m. or something, so you can wake up at 4 and go and sneak down to the tree and pick up all the presents. Unfortunately, I never caught a glimpse of Santa Claus. He always avoided me.
30 seconds to battle.
Aww. No gifts for the cost. What do you need? Just happiness.
The battle begins.
Yeah, nobody really contesting.
Just what I was waiting for.
Should just be the 2 for 2. As VP sets up. And Crystal Maiden PA down in that bottom lane. Sax the Shadow Demon there and save on the Dark Willow. Heading back up towards top. So we've got this Willow Magnus lane. PM is the Magnus. No Tail is wandering back up the top to be with RLTW's Ember Spirit. And there is the Thompson mid Luna. Facing off against the GPK Kunkka. Definitely going to be an interesting one. See what Top got up his sleeve. Not a matchup that we ever really see. But she's...
No gold for you.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, that's first blood though. Happy Kid takes down Seb. That Doom with very limited armor. Removed by the Crystal Maiden and the PA at level 1. And Sax's Shadow Demon. Yeah, they sure do. Going back to that Luna, it looks like Thompson's got Mask of Manus queued up after a couple of Wraith bans. When you're playing against a Magnus PA, you're pretty sure there's going to be some kind of stacks there. Ancient stacks are definitely some juicy banks of gold that are built up for you. She's pretty decent to go to steal them. So we might see Thompson, you're saying you want him to go clown on people. He might go clown on some jungle stacks that his opponents have made for him. Is he dead? Fairy Fire number 2, Thompson, GPK, in the battle in the mid lane. It is 1 for 1. As Thompson does the creeps in the end, does give the kill over to GPK. Well, that's how the matchup goes, Lacoste. We weren't sure, and apparently it's dead even.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Oh, sucks. He sniped out the courier with magic stick. He barely survives. Now he salves up. Oh, cancelled at the last second. Elias. Yeah, pretty limited on the regen now. Sax is going to have to make that long walk back home. And that leaves Seb Doom in a pretty awkward spot for this reason exactly. Jumped on immediately. Frostbite and the Nova. Forced to, again, pop his magic stick. As mid lane, GPK. He's gone in a bit deep behind that tier 1. Cutting the wave as the Radiant does glyph it up with the X-Torrent. It'll drag Thompson back in. No real kill threat on him. And Seb, dying down bottom lane, dived by the PA and the Maiden again because Sax is still in Fountain. What? How is that possible?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Just what I was waiting for.
Yeah, look back in the history books for it. Man, this CS and net worth difference is starting to grow as well. VP with Magnus actually up at the top. He's contesting this Ember Spirit Grimstroke lane. I don't know about you, but I really thought that Notel and ILTW, with these two heroes, would be able to play more aggressively. And it feels like Notail can't really go back and pull. Every time I've looked top, the Dark Willow is on Notail's face, just right-clicking him down non-stop. Throwing a couple of Brambles and Shadow Realm hits his way too. So they've not really been able to pair up together, but maybe when Notail hits 3, we might see that second point in Inkswell and, you know, maybe an opportunity to strike onto save. And bottom lane. Yeah. The what?
Divine.
Feels like raindrops are going to be a really big item in this game for VP, actually. The majority of OG's damage, not only in the laning stage, but you mentioned it during the draft, into that mid to late game, pretty heavily on the magic side. I wouldn't be surprised to see this Maiden, Kunkka even, just grab up a raindrops here and there. Yeah, GPK's got double bracer, so he's already sorted himself out with HP regen and tankiness. You miss it? Okay. The Agi move speed was pretty fun as well. Zooming around the map with a couple of Wraith bands.
This will do just fine. This will do just fine.
Oh, we should get ourselves back underway shortly. Seb, oh man. You're talking about the Maiden being level 4. Seb is level 2. This bottom lane's been a bloody tragedy for OG. They don't feel like they've...
The woods begin to stir.
Yeah, at least he's going to have Devour to try and catch up a little bit. As it looks like Saxa's going to secure the bottom rune. Thompson, unfortunately,
is under attack.
doesn't get the dice roll. Arcane top for GPK.
Ah, clear sailing now.
Oh yeah, shiny new heroes. See, I was just wondering that. I mean, you're the master of artifact, you would know. But was it? Is it Solar Khan? Yeah. Solar Khan Arcana. Nice. Oh no! Don't bring back the Wait, is Gambler in artifact? Oh, top lane. Sick little shockwave play. Drags him back with a skewer. Save, dropping low, but has the wand and the fairy fire, while LTW chasing forward with only level 1 chains. Save gives him the actual runaround, jukes him from that staircase, and this Ember Spirit's actually probably going to be in a bit of trouble here. Save, oh, okay. Before she gets any more spells off, LTW secures it. I thought VP would have a turnaround play there, but well done by LTW to shut it down while he could.
Blessings upon a loyal warrior.
Oh, now on DM. They get the Inkswell, but Bramble Maze there, and LTW is trying with his Slight and his Flame Guard, but it's not enough. Save will be able to keep DM alive, and he's just going to, salve. He's got his Raindrop and his Bracer, so he can stick around in lane now.
Step lively now. Your admiral is on board.
Dire's middle tower
Let's
is
see what
under
kind of
attack.
trouble we can get ourselves into.
Lost.
Oh. Yep. I was so ready there if Seb died. Are you really going to nerf it when Seb is 0-3 in this lane? But it is the thing that kept him alive. Scorched Earth, Ice Armor, and Stick. Yeah. Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Oh my.
Buff the assassin. Yeah, make the poison damage lethal. Bring it back. Seb annihilated yet again in that bottom lane. And a save down there. And you were right. In that dire jungle, Luna has some big stacks with the Mask of Madness. So it pops in, scaling and accelerating pretty quickly. While up at top, actually, making a play onto the Magnus. He skewers RTW back towards that tier 1. But I think DM here is just dead to right. No Tail and Saxa came in to set it up for them. And OG, they are making moves.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And oh, the combo. Save is there. Shadow Demon walks it back. The Inkswell on the Doom. He moves forward. The Shockwave stops him in his tracks. And they have that Frostbite as DM, yeah, fake pumping the RP. But OG come with numbers to defend the mid-tier 1. And No Tail will deny it. Oh,
Dire's middle tower
he gets it.
has been denied. Dire are scanning.
High AFK jungle. It should match up decently though. Epileptic kids with the Mask of Madness, the Blightstone, and Empower is level 3 from Magnus. But he's no longer playing with the PA, so it should expire reasonably soon. And it looks like OG going to be the ones to again move into this area to spot out or potentially contest any stacks. Crystal Maiden hit by the Inkswell, but EPK's here. X mark, but no boat for 5 seconds. So Ilias, his life is forfeit, while No Tail's being chased by Save. Bramble Maze on top of the Cursed Crown. And this Dark Willow pummeling him down, but No Tail. Oh yeah, there's Epikid. The PA arrives. And we'll remove him, and Grimstroke's just gonna flap its little wings with a little seal flying through the sky. Yeah, they go for DM. Saxa's coming, but there's the TP. Dark Willow wants to try and come in, and Seb, he's got no mana left. 6 stick charges up his sleeve, but Dark Willow's here with stuns, control, and GPK is going to arrive with the damage from PA. That is sad times for Seb. 0-4-0 on this Doom. I'm trying to find someone else lurking in the shadows, but Saxa has already backed himself up enough to grab the bounty rune. He's trying to save himself with the disruption, but then GPK fake out, you were talking. Exactly, waited for the disruption for that torrent to come afterwards. And now they steal some stacks.
Bounty.
Given.
RTW. He's jumping in deep here. They've caught the Doom up in the torrent. Half HP with RP on 2. DM catches them wonderfully, and the boat's going to land on their heads. Down goes Seb, but GPK's low, and LTW's chasing, but look at Thompson. Thompson's dying. Thompson's been burst. Bedlam on him. And PA is still ready to fight here if she wants to jump in. Sees RTW with the frostbite there. The torrent comes. GPK's still alive, but the demonic purge. Saxa should be able to secure it, and RTW will survive for now. No Tail. He's just in the middle of them all. Frostbitten up. They bubbled up the PA, but Epikid not worried about this whatsoever. 3 stacks of poison, Soul Catcher going. Still has the ability to dodge and dive, but he jumps instead onto the target, and Epic Kid slays that Shadow Demon. Yet again, OG with a decent burst of aggression, but the staying power of VP, substantial.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Unless he gets doomed. Probably,
Dire's top tower.
yeah. There was always this argument back in the day about buying Armlet up against the Doom, and it's like, you don't really want to do it. But it is going to, like you say, give him the ability to toggle through pretty much everything else.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And where is that Magnus? What's he up to? Is that mech coming out to him yet?
Radiant's
It
bottom
sure
tower
is.
under attack.
Mess with it.
So you're going to have this peak here for VP where they've got the Arcane's mech Magnus to frontline. Thompson skirts around the edges of the Dark Willow spells.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire are scanning.
Well, Dire scan the Roche Pit. It does flicker back to green though. Oh, PA. See Saxa. Makes the jump. Forces disruption in the TP. Where's the crit? Is it coming? Epi Kid can't finish the job.
Tower has fallen.
The mid. Oh, Thompson. The boat lands again, crashing up on the shores of Thompson's Luna. And that's the VP move. Oh, that should be coming for GPK. Going straight into the BKB afterwards. And this Phantom Assassin with Mask of Madness into a pretty speedy Desolator. The pace at which VP are playing, it's not going to slow down anytime soon. And they're the ones with the scaling lineup as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's one of those situations where, well, like you say, the metrics, they don't really line up to the dynamic of the game, as Seb obliterated by GPK and save. You know, we often talk about that kind of early game team, or the teams with the lane domination matchups where they try and draft themselves into an early position, and if they don't get that 4K lead by, 10, 15 minutes, then they are technically, even if they're even by the metrics, they are behind by that much. And it feels like metrics, yeah, it's a beautiful word, Lacoste. Thank you.
Monster kill.
Oh, you got me, dude. Well, let's see if OG can get to double-digit kills, because they are bleeding out quickly. VP, yeah, they get a couple of kills. They tag in. The dagger forward. Or Thompson. Great torrent. Nice disruptions. Actually saves Thompson for now, but in comes the Terrorize, stops any Eclipse play, and the combo's there with an RP landing. They're going to take them all down. OG being destroyed here by VP as Seb has come into his own demise, walks into the midst of them all, and the Doom, slowly but surely, whacked by this. Oh, it's a wipe!
Bounty, which
This'll
makes
come in
you
handy.
the prize.
Getting.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It really is. Sergeant Kappa?
Yes, this will do just fine.
No? Oh, please. He's just trying to farm some neutrals, but you want to Yules on save that sets it all up. That Doom. Deary me. An unstoppable Dark Willow for save. And they've got eyes on. DM is like, guys, look, there's more targets here. Let's go and finish this game. Inkswell and Silence there. The Soulbind comes. No tell. He tries to start the fight, but Lacoste, you're right. There is just no follow-up. And they've got the X mark to drag back Ultra WP. Remnant's in, but Epileptic Kid is godlike now. Slaying OG one by one. They all come tumbling down. And Thompson, well, he's farming jungle. He's pushing that bot lane. He does not want to be involved. The trouble is, the involvement's coming to him. He can't escape from this, can he? He's sprinting away, out of the terrorize. The VP this time, they can't catch the speed, Luna. Mom and Yasha. They've got chain stuns in the mid lane on RTW. They sure do. That Ember Spirit thought he could get out with a Fire Remnant he'd placed, but my goodness, VP with the execution, and with Roshan open to them, no buyback on RTW. OG, they're kind of moving forward to contest this. I just don't see how.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, Thompson thinks it's free. He thinks it's free, but it's really not. GPK is here. He's going to cleave off the creep and clear out Thompson. Might even get the tower deny as well. Save tips it as Roshan is also removed out. Epic Kid gets the Aegis. And this really is a clinic from Virtus.Pro. 10k lead, 20 kills ahead. And I think Seb is right there. Oh, crap.
Radiant are scanning.
No, just no.
Radiant's middle tower is
Damn.
under attack.
I got really excited for OG for a second there, because my immediate thought when you pointed out the Aghanim Scepter was, where's the Philosopher's Stone for no tail? I clicked on neutral items, like, oh, there it is. Oh wait, no, that's VP's Philosopher's Stone. OG don't have one. Feely bad. Yep, sure is. OG with a wraparound, thinking about starting this fight somehow. As the PA takes down the tier 1. Doom caught in the Bramble Maze, but there's a Soulbind. Jump in from OG, and immediately, No Tail is annihilated. Saxa, a couple of hits. TP successful back to base, but a bit of a weird fight to start off there. At least they hold on to Doom, and at least Luna is farming out on the map.
Under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Oh, sad.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Doom's a creep. Do you just RP her? Yeah, of course you do. The beams are coming though. Eclipse is there. Still has the mech and save. Killing off Thompson, so all of that farm, the highest farmed hero, nearly 10,000 net worth, completely useless against this Dark Willow and Magnus. Oh my god! Okay! I barely got my camera there fast enough. I'm glad we have an observer for the stream to actually watch, because I nearly missed that one. Died immediately.
This will do just fine. This will do just fine.
Ember. Oh, Ember. He's walking forward. He's got a double damage rune. He's trying to bait spells, but he's been X-marked back. Half HP, and there's the Yules with the Cursed Crown. There's no tail. Gets zapped by the Shockwave. Nice RTW gets caught by the boat after that, and with the Shadow Realm hitting, and that Kunkka damage, they'll continue with a Beyond Godlike PA diving deep and aiming for Saxa. Shadow Demon, where are you gonna run, buddy? You're trying to hide. That's a BKB PA now as Thompson, he's walked in the fight. Terrorize comes, but misses everyone. The mech from DM allowing Epikid to keep on battling. Thompson is running around in circles. He's not sure what to do with himself. X marked up, but OG, they are in a decent spot. Potentially this fight, but the freezing field comes. Catches RTW with Curse Crown as well. Epikid. The PA still has Aegis, man. This PA is going to come back alive if she even dies in the first place, because PA is running rampant. Continues that Beyond Godlike. Kunkka finally falling, but RTW, what's he got left? No remnants is what he's got left, and Thompson, he's the last one standing from this fight. This looks like, oh, come on, DM, give it to the PA. The dagger's there. One more hit. One more hit. Epikid, kill off that silence, kill off that nasty little bug, diving in deep. Oh, go for no tail instead, and there's the mech. DM allows this Epikid PA to stay alive, and they wipe them off the face of the map yet again. VP really making a statement out of game one. Yeah. Saxa. Bye-bye. Unstoppable DM now. I mean, wait, what's he at? 7, 2, and 18. Has no skill. Oh, that's a double damage PA. You cannot show on the lanes against that.
Appreciate it.
Clarity. Yep. Does it matter?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh, look at that. He's caught the Ember into the brambles, and the PA 1.6k RP. Was that expended? No, it was fake pumped by DM because they killed Sev without it anyway. Saxa's coming down, thinking about the go onto the Magnus, and that Terrorize. That is a little bit of a fake pumping, and the Phantom Assassin just keeps the streak going. 3 heroes down yet again. Luna out on the map farming. Go on, you can kill the Maiden. I believe in you, Tops.
Middle tower has
Just
fallen. Radiant structures are fortified.
An Epikid in the meantime is diving the base. So Maiden is just trying to stop cancel TP, right? It's like, I dare you to try and TP home. I dare you to TP home. Yeah, keep spamming Lucent Beam. So I've got an RP to back me up in a freezing field. Shockwave and skewer into the middle of it all. And Thompson, what have you walked into? That wasn't a fight you were ever going to win. Why hasn't the throne fallen, Lacoste? Is that what's coming in the new patch? No comebacks. Would get a little bit boring. Comebacks are always fun. Right. OG. You need to get one team fight where you have your combo go off. Double Demonic Purge, double Doom, double D, double everything. Get it onto the PA and make sure she dies. I think that might be a little bit tricky. She's got BKB Satanic and Boat Buff and Mech and RP and a Skewer. Actually move the bubble down to the low ground. No tail. Okay. Epikid. They do put the Doom forward, and RTW is trying to do what he can from the high ground, but again, saves positioning. He's in the perfect spot to find the Ember Spirit, and there's no way of retreating. No tail. He's moved forward, and he's been blown up. GG is called as Virtus.Pro 49-7, 50-7, a 30 lead. Really a one-way street of a game.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and also you add in the fact that Faceless Void kind of likes buying MKB against the Phantom Assassin. You can slot it in even as a second item if you want to. Stand out, which I mentioned, the big team fight combo that OG could have gone for. One element removed. But we could see, you know, a Thompson Puck, for example, kind of get itself into the draft along the way. And VP have got to think and consider about what they want to get out. It's the Axe of Seb. A bit of focus there on Seb's offlane pool.
10 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
Yeah, they think about different things. I was just wondering, we've seen Seb play Phoenix recently, haven't we? Position 3. I'm pretty sure it's come up once or twice. So it could still be a flexible pick. I'm just saying that because quite often the Phoenix is really kind of locked into the position 4 or the 5 from a lot of these European and CIS teams.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, it was a really smooth lane. Like every time that wave got dragged, immediately jumping on the off lane. Position 5 maiden brings you a hell of a lot with that global aura.
Virtus.Pro's turn to pick.
Third pick up from OG, Mirana now. Usually we see Mirana against Phoenix or against Tantris, Chen. Arrow pretty good at dealing with the creeps, the catapults. Leap against the Supernova, always nice. But what's up with this?
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
Mereska has arrived.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban.
Tide Hunter.
Virtus.Pro's turn to ban.
Yeah, I guess if it is Mirana mid, then another MKB carrier. She's always pretty happy buying MKB at that point. DP are thinking that it is, like you said though, the 4 Mirana, 5 Phoenix. Banning out the Invoker. DP response from OG. As these last heroes to come out, likely to be the mid laners for GPK and Thompson.
10 seconds remaining. 5
We never see
seconds
it.
remaining.
Spoiling the result there. The lore of Dota 2. Final ban for VP. Still not sure where we're going to head with that one, but looking towards the GPK heroes here, would be nice to maybe add in like a little bit of tower damage or something. Definitely that that playmaking hero the GPK is so exceptional on.
OG's Virtus.Pro's turn.
Yeah, they do get out the puck in the very end, and Snapfire, OG's final grab. Mid-snap then, I guess.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Strong. Powerful, yeah. Especially when you've got Tide and Void on your team. With those big ultis they can just throw in after being gobbled up and spat out. Onto that, so far, single core Phantom Assassin. And VP with the Storm Spirit now. Interesting. Now, with OG's lineup, I kind of expect them to be that 5-man group up together with the big team fight ultis. Storm Spirit is kind of the antithesis of that. He wants to be finding individual pickoffs on the map. Yeah, they press their buttons. Yeah, that is true. And they've got this, PA with the Maiden, the laning stage with that Dark Willow and the Slardar. They could have that early pressure, which allows them to, like we saw in Game 1, snowball completely out of contention. And it's Epikid's PA yet again being grabbed up, but this time with no Empower. But we'll have the Corrosive Haze at least to try and amplify up some of that physical damage. We'll see how it goes, though. Definitely favoring OG's draft this time over Game 1 for sure.
You look ravaged.
Why, thank you.
Prepare for battle.
Huzzah! Looking for me?
Learned nothing.
We turn this tide to our advantage.
Begin to stir.
Radiant Gamers. DM and save up top. RTW with no tail, going to be your Void, and the Phoenix is going to be a Storm against Snapfire mid lane. And then Ilias and Epikid down south with this Saxa,
Huzzah!
Mirana, Seb Tidehunter. I guess you can try and get this Tidehunter, up a couple of levels. He's not the, not the same as Timbersaw, who likes to be completely left alone once he's hit level 3. But he's a hero who can, if he goes for the Vlad's route especially, or any kind of that sustain aura build, just sit alone in lane and not really be too bothered about what's coming. He's much more of a burly standalone kind of guy than that Doombringer was in Game 1.
The battle begins.
Some things were just not meant to be.
Yeah, needs to get into the Kraken shell. RTW up at top. Caught up in the Bramble Maze, and he's already spent Time Walk. He's getting into the trees and thinking about going for the TP. We've got level 1 Crush from DM, though. Oh, do we just go for TP? RTW, 3 seconds for that Time Walk again. In towards tower range. Oh, he's going to try and wrap around it and get over that little waterfall. He is back to safety, but burning through a lot of regen just to be able to stay in this lane. Not a good start for the Faceless Void. Looks like he's just going to try and keep pummeling into him. Crush level 1 there, just thrown out into the mix as well. I'm going to take a peek down into that bottom lane. Crystal Maiden and PA moving away from the waves, trying to block up the large camp so Mirana doesn't have that ease of access to either pulling or arrowing. We'll instead just arrow through to the range creeps. Seb down to about half HP, and you said he can struggle against this early damage, the spam coming through from the PA and the Maiden. He's saving up those sticks.
Next level play. Next level play.
Oh, but the move forward.
First blood.
It is. They both cracked that level 2 you were wanting. Mirana. No tail? Up against Save. This has been going on for a good 30 seconds, and it looks like Save is going to get the better of No Tail. He pings it out saying, guys, come on, can we do something about this? This Dark Willow just standing here and clicking into me. Awkward battle for sure. And then back down towards bottom, Seb does have 5-1 charges and a Fairy Fire. He was looking very low on HP, and I was a little bit worried. But Mirana's now going to come down with a salve to return the tide back closer to full HP. Massive wave for the PA under tower, though. Seb can only really contest the pull. Anything fun in the mid lane, Lacoste? Yeah, and then you go with that support to go and contest the rune, which is spawning up in 30 or 20 seconds now. And 2 Radiant Observer boards are looking out for that early rune for the Storm Spirit. Now ping's coming into the Maiden. Sucks and Seb with Gush and an arrow flying. Hits the range creep though. And Ilias going to turn with a little Nova there. Doesn't have the Frostbite just yet, but does have a couple of 1 charges if he thought about maybe turning. And now, rune spawning in the top spot. GPK unable to get over as the Cookie and the Scatter Blast slow him down enough. Relegated away from the lane. ILTW up top. Everyone seems to be farming pretty well. DM may be struggling a little bit compared to his counterpart, the Tide Hunter. Well, I'm trying to make a jump down bottom again. This VP, Crystal Maiden PA dual lane, so good at chipping away at these 2 heroes from OG, but you're looking at full ones, you're looking at headdress. There doesn't seem to be a great opportunity to actually seal the deal. And I saw a block from the PA to stop the Centaur dying as well. Oh, you're right. So it is. Yeah, No Tail had forced Save to TP away as well, so Dark Willow couldn't go and grab one there. And bottom lane, Ilias, leap into arrow, very short range onto the Maiden. Does have 5-1 charges, and again, should be okay, just popping the Fairy Fire. Not a comfortable laning stage by any means, though, from VP. It's been really good pressure from OG all across the board. Even though VP...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. And they do come in with save. Vortex back into the Bramble Maze, and Thompson, well, he can't get out now, can he? He pops the wand and tries to battle, but it was all too much for him. While down bottom lane, Seb is there, killing off the Phantom Assassin who was left all alone.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, and a great way to keep the rest of his team alive. Save. Do we go for the kill? Yes, we do, but look at Save. Great play. Straight underneath, but the arrow lands onto that Shadow Realm's Dark Willow, and finally they get the kill. So in the end... yeah, one of those spells, you run towards them, no tail. Oh, DM nearly had it. He's fine. It's all good up there. No tail. Has another salve as well. DM's running forward towards them. Yeah, okay. Just a one hit. Whacks into the bash onto the Faceless Void. Oh, DD Storm. GPK, always been arrowed. Thompson has a cookie. Onto the Mirana, onto the Storm. In we go, and GPK's falling. He's got 4-1 charges and a raindrop, though. He's on the high ground. It's a difficult kill to finish, and he does Bull Lightning away. Great dodge out of that scatter blast of Thompson. But they've come in again with PA arriving. They desperately want to take down Saxa, but there's one more leap. Over the trees. Back to safety.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Happy Kid. This PA rotating off of the bottom lane because Tidehunter's just too much to handle right now.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's real fast mech. It's gonna be like a 10-11 minute mech here for the Tidehunter.
Is under attack.
And mid lane's being hit pretty hard. Storm Spirit trying to put a stop to Thompson's aggression. For the arrow, it's there again. Bramble Maze comes through and Ilias does TP in to help out. GPK's very low, but Thompson's caught with the Cursed Crown. Saxa and ILTW couldn't save him, but they are waiting here with a Time Walk and a Chrono, and I think they want to get GPK. Oh, but he's salved up. And this gives a bit of time for No-Tail to maybe get closer to that level 6. Save is here to stop him from leeching that experience, but without the Slardar, not really able to put a stop to No-Tail. Oh, now the Slardar comes.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And pressure onto the tier 1. And yeah, that Ilias Maiden you were talking about, shifting up top as well. Crystal Maiden plus Storm. Always a really good feeling for the Storm Spirit to have that mana aura.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, Thompson. That's a Ghost Scepter level 1 from Thompson. LTW's thinking about the Chrono. Goes towards GPK, catches the Slardar too. With the kisses landing, it should be a takedown on Storm, and maybe another here of the Star Storm and the Arrow, all connecting onto Virtus.Pro. The bash hits in from LTW. The Sunray burning through DM, but the Slardar has slipped away. And Fishboy gets back behind his tier 1, but yet again, it's this big move, the big team fight from OG. And with the bounty runes being grabbed, it's a massive win. With a supernova. You were talking about cycling through these ultimates, using them in pairs, and that supernova doesn't quite land. The GPK dodges the stun, but has to ball away because OGA here, 4 heroes strong, they're ready to take down this tier 1. Catapult, they'll try and keep it alive. Seb not feeling tanky enough to withstand all of Virtus.Pro's onslaught. And that arrow threading the needle between the Storm and the Dark Willow, but the cookie landing, ooh, a little bit spooky there. Save even thinking about the terrorize.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
OG, without any ultimates, still going to make the play top. A nice arrow onto that Slardar. And he'll get the Sunray on him as well. Crush to cancel it out, but there's an urn. Fiery Spirits, plenty of damage over time. And the ball lightning from Storm. On towards No Tail. They try and move like Shadow, but the Phoenix has been picked off. Sentry down.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Right, can we go back to Thompson, please? Because there's, you know, is it like you didn't let me play Pugna, so I'm going to play Pugna a different way?
Is under attack.
Hell yeah. I mean, I guess once you've got level 15 talent with E-Blade and Mortimer's Kisses, you really are running around with a shotgun. This is the true shotgun build. Forget Morphling.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's
super good.
Has fallen.
I'm excited. He's not too far away from it, about 1,000 gold. Storm Spirit low with Crystal Maiden finding a pick and taking down LTW's Faceless Void as they do expend Supernova, but the arrow missing save on his way up to the high ground, and he'll get a good terrorize. Only catches the tide, actually. I thought it would clip the Phoenix, but save Shadow Realm dead to the cookie of Thompson. It's a super soaker. This is a real shotgun from the Grandma. There we go, yeah, blasting into the creeps. So Virtus.Pro right now, the story of their game, it feels like they've got to make more space for the PA, but at the same time, Storm is also a reasonably greedy hero. Do you think they've got enough room to maneuver here to get both of them farmed? Thompson, Ghost Scepter, or Frostbite being held by Ilias, waiting. And maybe a Thompson TP can come now, but he's just being shredded here, and the ball lightning from Storm should be able to secure this one. Thompson invis, but you're right, there's a reveal from Ilias, really on the money with that sentry placement.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Without clarity, without anything, and an arcane ring in his pocket too. Battle Fury for Epi Kid.
Radiant's top tower is
Over into the Dire jungle to take down an ancient stack. And we've got Blink on DM, so we can start seeing this combination play between the offlaner and the two supports. Because they can go in without worrying too much about losing their lives, force initiations, force team fights. Maybe bait a big ulti here and there, while PA and Storm very good at choosing when they want to jump in. And now an Orchid on Storm means they can also pick their targets.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there is. Well, that's great, because they know that DM has Blink, so they could stop that potential Blink steal if he tried to sneak in there. Clever stuff from No-Tail. Might seem a little bit weird, because nothing actually happened, but the thought process is often what matters in Dota.
Structures are fortified.
No, so
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I would rather say something like that and, you know, make a player appear smart than try and flame them for misclicking. I don't want a Reddit thread with my name on it. Thank you very much. Now I'm getting one. In the draft. Oh, it's done, yeah. Scythe of Vice queued up too. Not even gonna go for, you know, boots of travel or anything like that.
Radiant's middle tower.
As OG comes sweeping through this mid lane area, and DM sprint and blink ready, but that arrow's coming. Okay, a little bit close for comfort. But VP are very good at spreading this map wide, and that's why OG, yeah, they've got to send Tide top, try and defend the tower there, while they also want to keep this opportunity for a team fight open to them.
My gratitude.
Pick it up, Mortimer.
Dire's bottom tower.
Yeah, I think maybe 2,
Radiant's top
but my
tower
memory is
is
getting
under
pretty bad as I get older, Lacoste. That's fair enough. I'll trust and believe you. Oh, Void. You said he had no dispel, no defensive item, and he is dead. Aegis gone. So that safety net no longer available to him, as OG still poking around looking for a fight that they can try and start, but everybody's already TP'd home. There's nobody left to catch. They've all retreated. And they still have that Radiant. And they still see OG. 3 heroes under an observer board.
Is under attack.
It looks like No-Tail's thinking about,
Dire's top tower is
you know,
under
how they knew that smoke was coming. Do they have vision around here somewhere? He's pinging out where they're maybe hiding or standing, or keeping observer boards lurking around.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But again, it's a very swift decision from Virtus.Pro up towards top. Keep that farm going in a safe area of the map while pushing towards an objective in that tier 2. And just keep dodging the fight.
Is under attack.
A soldier's fortune.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
The PA showing mid. They knew Thompson was there a second ago. And now he's gone into Invis. Hiding around with a Mirana to throw an arrow, but the TP, the Yule Scepter, cancels the TP. They're trying to find that PA, while down bottom a fight is brewing onto the Tide Hunter. Looks like PA's fine with the BKB to run away, so down bottom the Sunray onto Tide keeps him alive. And RTW arrives. There's the Chrono with a Supernova on top. Nicely placed with a Ravage onto 3. It's OG coming through on this tier 2 to find one pick off. And can they get more though? DM's Tanky is burnt alive by the Sunray of No-Tail. So OG can run in for more and keep the aggression going, because Save has nowhere to escape. And OG finally get the numbers they need into this battle, isolating the PA and then converging bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Don't have any ultis left. No Ravage, no Chrono, everything expended. Gonna try and go on towards Seb with no Greaves for 10 seconds. The ball lightning in. GPK gets used up, and the arrow's gonna come from Saxa. They've caught out the Storm, and they're blowing him up with a chain stuns. GPK's gone. Ilias with a zoning freezing field, but that's turned around on. Again, the Greaves and the Sunray so much heals. The PA does make the jump into the back with DM Slardar. They find the Phoenix, and No-Tail's gone. The Bardock from Ilias comes, but DM has been left all alone again, and he's bashed into oblivion for a triple. LTW cruising now. Faceless Void wants this Thompson Grandma to keep diving deeper because she's opening everything up here, unlocking the fights for OG. Nice body block on the arrow there, keeps Epikid in the running of the team fight, and he goes back in onto the Snapfire. Thompson hiding though. Oh, they can't get her. The Terrorize is there, and finally Thompson will fall. Epikid still with a lot left in the tank, but LTW has to BKB TP. Anything to stop it. There's nothing. Mid lane, No-Tail. Oh, GPK nearly had that dive into Orchid on him.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
OG. Yeah, it was a quick little play in there from Thompson and No-Tail. And of course, DM just has Blink and Cloak trying to get BKB, but his recent buyback really has set him back, sitting at about 7,500 net worth. Okay, VP has this PA at the top of the net worth board.
Dire's
Doesn't
top
feel...
tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
All the ones that matter, yeah. And RTW has that BKB. GPK, well, he spends his. He has an arcane route going on Storm, but that Tidehunter just front lines for all of OG. Now they move with the Fear, the Terrorize, Catch Void, but the E-Blade, Cookie back, they've given him the save. GPK can't finish the job, so RTW just BKBs and turns the fight. Still holding Chrono, doesn't need to bloody use it, because the heals into Arrow are going to be there from Saxa to set up onto save. And Thompson.
Radiant's bottom barracks have fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
Stupendous!
Oh. It's so scary when OG have the green light. Every ulti's still ready. And they are so good at controlling this Roche pit. Jump onto Thompson though. Well, if you give up a kill like that, Virtus.Pro will take it gladly. He is absolutely alone.
soldier's fortune.
Oh no. Oh dear. Yeah, he was throwing daggers at Seb. Must have misclicked there onto the BKB. Yeah, unfortunate things. And this allows OG just to walk straight into the rush pit now. No way for VP to really contest this outside of maybe a storm steal. I don't think GPK is feeling all too confident though this game. And Virtus.Pro are all just going to group up down towards their bottom lane. While Roshan grabbed up by OG. Aegis and Cheese there for the Void and the Snapfire respectively. Gotta keep...
Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's
Yeah, it seems close to impossible for Virtus.Pro now to try and hold on, but the big jump is there, and again they've blown up the Aegis. Impossible my arse. Shut up, Caster, because they've killed them off, and the fear, the terrorize, perfectly timed. ILTW annihilated as Virtus.Pro executing beautifully. Some spectacular stuff, and they've killed no tail. Well, the zip back in. Thompson, Moonlight Shadow's there to give them at least a bit of an umbrella of safety, but DM is whacking into him. Thompson's down. Epic Kid with a triple kill. Virtus.Pro, they can use a single spell. What? A bit of an jump is there, and again they've blown up the Aegis. Impossible my arse. Shut up, Caster, because they've killed them off, and the fear, the terrorize, perfectly timed. ILTW annihilated as Virtus.Pro executing beautifully. Some spectacular stuff, and they've killed no tail. Well, the zip back in. Thompson, Moonlight Shadow's there to give them at least a bit of an umbrella of safety, but DM is whacking into him. Thompson's down. Epic Kid with a triple kill. Virtus.Pro get them all killed off before they can use a single. Yeah, I think both of us are a bit caught off guard there, thinking OG with all their ultis available would at least get the chance to cast one, but when PA just, 1.7k crits you, you can't cast anything, can you? They do still have Cheese on Snapfire though, as a dive forward towards DM forces the BKB TP. Nothing to stop it there. Execution gods. A double damage rune now though. And of course the silver lining, even though OG lost Aegis, lost the fight, they've got ultimates for round 2 when they go up towards that Radiant high ground again. LTW wants the DD rune. Is there a bottle or something? No, just gonna wait for it a little bit longer. He sure does.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed.
Epic Kid's courier gone. And a smoke coming out of the base as a Dire Observer Ward should spot them in a second, but Marana giving up the game there a little bit. Sansa just going to be the sacrifice from OG as she was out here scouting for anything that was coming. Can they kill Tidehunter? They're TPing in OG, everyone they can, and the Chrono onto the PA now. Trying to zip towards the back as the silence onto the Grandma, and the freezing field comes with a Supernova 2, but Epic Kid down for 90 seconds, and the Ravage to counter the freezing field will clip Ilias. RTW with a double kill. OG desperately needed that, didn't they? I was worried about LTW not having buyback in the way that you were kind of talking about that instant initiation from the Abyssal Blade, but it's now in a situation where PA doesn't have one. Second lane of racks being opened up by OG. Repair kit is going to delay this inevitable destruction of the middle lane tier 3. And Storm Spirit balling around, but they Yules into Arrow. Oh, he gets the BKB off. GPK's out of there. And this tier 3 still standing.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle barracks.
Save just gonna try to spam out some spells. Keeps the ranged barracks alive at least. But another victory for OG. And this is after a team fight where they expended all of their ultimates. So they've still got a good minute or so until everything's back up again. So it's a window for VP to actually go and strike, get a bit of momentum back for themselves. But Dar Observer Ward, yeah, it's being pinged out by Save. They've got a good feeling about that vision that OG have been keeping on this left-hand side of the map.
Dire are scanning.
Nice. Thompson though. That's the jump again, but the arrow. GPK didn't get his BKB off, so Sight Device is there, but with the arrival of Epileptic Kid, the death of the Snapfire going to be there for a good 70 seconds.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
A fast spawn on Roche.
Allies disappear.
I think Save is baiting. Save knows his vision there, and they make the jump. Abyssal Blade into the crush, but they've got the BKB in the turnaround from Sev. With that Ravage, LTW lands the Chrono, perfectly placed, and a bit of Starstorm damage to land on top of their faces, and GPK slays Epileptic Kid. For the freezing field, it comes, and it does some good damage to bring the Void down. Now GPK standing around with the dust coming. Seb dispels it off, but the Moonlight Shadow's ending, and the Tidehunter, well, you said it. He is tanky as all hell. Seb still on half HP as DM tried the backstab onto the Phoenix of No Tail. Always duking around, but Blink is down for 5 more seconds. They're even going to throw a Supernova there. Kill off this DM Slar as quickly as they can. And OG...
No such thing as too much damage.
Oh my god. save.
Don't be afraid.
You've got to know that they see you every step of the way. Double damage rune on Thompson.
Huzzah!
No, Mortimer, it's not playtime. And now that's so silly.
Yeah, just tank up a bit more on that PA.
Radiant's top tower is under
Oh,
attack.
Epi Kid. Chief being into an arrow. OG not looking to commit for it though. As Roshan
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning.
level up. Grabbed up for DM. Under attack speed for him. Roshan now 15 seconds as OG have Supernova back up. Another 20 for Chrono, but they'll have Ravage to cover it. They should be able to have the full arsenal of abilities for this next Roche fight. And VP are the ones that have got to make the slippery move.
Dire's courier has been
The pressure is on them. And PA's immediately out of there. Tidehunter just walking forward, waddling in towards VP and the Roche pit. But Storm finds the jump, and they've got the Terrorize coming. RTW has opened himself up, and he's been exploited here. But the Abyssal Blade, Lotus Orb, turned back around, and he gets the Chrono off. That Lotus Orb has turned it around! They get the shift of the fight, and they find Epileptic Kid who has to buy back. And now the Ravage with the Supernova covered. It is OG all the way home. Seb buys back, and Slardar's down, and the PA still trying to return to this fight as they need this Roshan. VP are desperate. They've lost Save though, and he's gone for 100. No Slardar for them. It's all on the shoulders of the PA. Maybe they can find the Mirana, but Epi Kid doesn't want to commit. But I don't think he's got a choice here. He's got... Oh my god, no! He's gonna get E-bladed and an ultra kill for Thompson. The PA was...
The next label play too damn late.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
GPK long ball in, but Roshan's not nearly dead. They do get the kill. Radiant kills Roshan. Aegis snatched though by RTW, and they get the stuns they needed. GPK's out of mana. He is surely dead to rise in a pit, and that's got to be good game.
OG.
That Lotus, man.
5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban.
Welcome back, everyone. Here we are, Game 3, ready and waiting for us with Virtus.Pro taking on OG. Game 1, super stomped by VP, very straightforward. Game 2, a little more back and forth, but OG definitely had the game in their hands for the majority of the time. And now Lacoste, the decider for this best of 3. Are you leaning one way or the other?
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, and some great execution from OG as well, keeping that void alive. You know, IL2W standing in for mid one, so it can be often a little difficult to have your stand-in, you know, reined in with the rest of your team. But with the E-Blade and the Sheepstick from Thompson's Snapfire, they're able to, you know, secure these kind of saving moves, as well as that Lotus Orb towards the end of that Roshan fight from the Tidehunter really did turn things around and allowed OG the victory. As we see the Faceless Void respect banned by VP, and now a bit of a back and forth with Magnus into the PA.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban.
Mars!
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to ban.
Yeah, he's really tuned in to that Mars playstyle, and it also opens up the you know, the Dark Willow you were mentioning, that Dark Willow Mars laning combo, incredibly potent. We'll see if they go that same direction again as the draft does unfold. And Magnus Phoenix, both, you know, very flexible for OG as their opener, not really giving away any ideas of what lanes they are, you know, definitely going into. Whereas VP are like, we've got our POS 1, we've got our POS 3, we're going to leave our support to that second phase of the draft.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to
yeah, I think we've even seen Thompson play it mid once or twice as that you know, kind of scaling hero that does have the ability to fight early. You know, you've got the axes that give you that nice early magic damage, and then the physical transition as you do keep itemizing. Also, pretty good heroes at buying MKB. You know, the Troll Warlord, the Void, obviously decent bans when you're picking up this Phantom Assassin for VP yet again. He's also got kind of like interesting timings, right? Because he's kind of strong 10 minutes in, then he feels a little bit weak until, you know, you said like that Yasha BKB, the Basher, that then comes out.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Virtus.Pro's turn to pick. 10 seconds.
Yeah, lots to consider. And it seems like Save and VP have considered ILTW to be potentially the weak link in OG's chain, of course, to stand in there for them. And a lot of focus going on to him, right? Okay, you ban out Thompson's Morphling first, but then Void, Troll, Lifestealer, and Juggernaut. You could probably say Juggernaut, one of ILTW's signature heroes, all being removed. And of course, the Empower targets would be great to accelerate up against that PA. Now we move into that third pick for VP. Crystal Maiden, Dark Willow, two of the favorites for them. Could very easily see those again. Do you want to try and pick up an egg hitter though, like a Mirana here though?
Winter Wyvern.
Ooh, you did.
Virtus.Pro's turn to pick. OG's turn to pick.
Enchantress.
How is it as a pos 4 though?
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban.
Slog.
Well, a Slark with Empower. Definitely a spooky little fish boy, and of course a natural Silver Edge purchaser against a Phantom Assassin and a Mars. Both of these very reliant on their passives.
Turn to ban.
Hmm.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban.
And then die. And then die.
Virtus.Pro's turn to ban.
As a Slark, you still do have to worry, though, about being caught inside the Arena of Blood, the Winter's Curse, and stuff like that, being critted immediately when you're stuck inside these ultimates, potentially.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Especially when you're looking at that, you know, talking about a very delicate setup where it's curse into spear, and you're looking at an RP, a supernova, the Mortimer's Kisses landing, which are very good at zoning you away from these more, you know, nuanced and kind of finesse abilities to try and get going with that execution. So we're looking here potentially at the Snapfire mid, the Slark position 1 again, Saxa going to be on that Mirana, I guess. The No-Tail Phoenix and then the Magnus for Seb. Although those two last ones could be interchangeable.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. You may
And
now
Zeus.
select your heroes.
Big magic burst. That is a Yeah, burst against the sustain of the Cold Embrace and the Nature's Attendants too. Remove the heroes before they can heal everyone back up. I'm a big fan of those Zeus and Mars together. You know, Greek god, Roman god, you've got the circles to go on top of each other with Nimbus and Arena. You catch anyone in there and they are very likely dead. But I'm looking at this OG lineup and, you know, it's just always a threat when you're looking at an Agi carry with Empower. And, you know, theoretically here, the Agi carry matchup looks pretty good for Slock against PA. But we'll head into Game 3 and find out exactly how both of these teams want to play it out. As OG is starting to build up an El Clasico here against Virtus.Pro. Feels like these series are only going to get better and better as time goes on. Especially with the DPC around the corner coming up next year.
Prepare for battle.
Tips for LTW.
The moon drives you to delirium. The moon drives you to delirium. The moon drives you to delirium.
If only Funnick was in this game. The moon drives you to delirium. I didn't know that was a chat wheel line, honestly. Save and DM going to be heading up towards top. Winter Wyvern and Mars. Pause for Wyvern. I'll see what he gets up to. GPK Zeus in mid against the Tops and Snapfire. And of course, we've got that Slark and Phoenix for ILTW and No-Tail. While down bottom, Ilias Enchantress, Epikid on that PA, and a Mirana Magnus lane for Saxa and Seb down here. Now Magnus is kind of a weird hero in the offlane for me in the position 3 anyway, because I know I've heard you say it several times, a lot of the analysts, you know, he doesn't pressure the safe lane, he kind of trades farm. I guess that then puts Mirana in that 1v1 against Enchantress, which is pretty good for OG.
The battle begins.
Yeah, just go for damage and sustain. And we'll see if OG go in there and do try and block things up. There's bounty runes. Oh. Yeah. And that's why we go Splinter Blast level 1. Try and secure that range creep. A DM with God's Rebuke will do just that. And trading back and forth as RTW does push forward a little bit. Moltres. Yep. I remember this, yeah, about two years ago. Yeah, he sure is. Like 2 years ago, we were saying, why don't they have a lightning bird, Dota 2? Where is it? The legendary birds are here, except for Zapdos. Zeus. Yeah, okay, it does begin with a Z as well. Fair enough, you got me there.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Get out of here.
A bit scary when that DM Mars is so close, but bottom lane Saxa being chased into the trees. Epikid pops the Fairy Fire and turns with a dagger, and Ilias will secure that first blood as Seb unable. Does Saxa get there in time? Yeah, they're pinging it out. Epikid knows that some kind of blocking is going to be attempted here, but no.
Nice try.
Ask a wyvern why. Oh dear.
Yeah. Oh, a beautiful brotherhood between these two heroes already beginning. And the tip at the end to top it all off as well. But now the aggression onto Slark forces him to pounce away. And bottom lane, PA and Enchantress keep the game going. We saw that Mirana's arrow, the harpy that Enchantress had already picked up, but now she's got a centaur and arrows on cooldown. So I'll keep Epi Kid a little safer in this lane, just bodyguarding that creep wave.
Where are you going?
Dagger forward, slowing down Seb, but he skewers back, and it comes back to that point you made not a minute ago. Where's his mana pool?
A wyvern's bread. Much obliged.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's considering a bottle or anything, just going to go for that bracer. He will stick up, try and keep the charges coming. Maybe there, if the arrow had landed, opportunity. That won't come to anything though. And then the lane we haven't really looked too much at, mid lane, Zeus is just spamming Arc Lightning. He is farming creeps, and Thompson, he's keeping up with him pretty nicely. In fact, ahead of him by a couple of CS. But the 4-minute rune, GPK and Thompson both with empty bottles. The arrival of Save here, and GPK has just given away this haste rune. Oh, Zeus in trouble. Thompson's trying to get this kill, and it looks like he's got it. And he'll survive with the bottle charges and that haste rune. Really well played in a 1 versus 2. Thompson gets it done.
So it goes.
Yeah, top lane. Okay. Yeah, I thought they had a chance to go on him there, but ILTW, realizing they couldn't really kill him without chasing him to, basically the tier 1. Just lets him survive while they focus on creeps, and Ilias getting sniped out. That skewer, shockwave, the arrow, you mentioned it, that magic damage. A real big whack in the back of the head for the Enchantress. The arrow to kill the creep as well. So Winter Wyvern going to be stacking up a couple of camps here around the bounty runes. No tail, cheeky. Nice attempt there on the bounty steal.
Bounty.
Dire are scanning. Radiant are scanning.
Gets the spear on him. Up against those trees and no tail. He's being burst down. Oh, the double kill. He got Saxa as well. Can they go for more? Splinter Blast is ready, but there's no creeps to bounce it off of. Save won't be able to dive for ILTW, but this is a Slark now with no regen left. And where was Saxa? He was by his tier 1 trying to regen up when that Thunder God's Wrath hit him.
No such thing as too much damage.
Oh.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, they need this Thompson Snapfire, who is lurking around in the Radiant Triangle to try and make that move. At bottom lane, Centaur Stomp into a bit of damage from Epi Kid. Starstorm and Sax are ready here. We'll force them away. And Phantom Assassin having a decent game. TP from the Wyvern. Not really going to accomplish anything, and maybe actually will die to this. Mortimer's Kisses gets cancelled out straight away by Zeus though. GPK on the money with it, and Thompson, he wants to cookie forward. He's aggressively diving.
Middle tower is under attack.
Where are you going?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. Well, having a TP cancel as well feels pretty good as a Zeus, right? Yeah. Well, Sax's arrow going to miss down in the bottom lane, and again we see No Tail and Save wandering around. Phoenix and Wyvern flapping their wings, and No Tail wants to secure this stack. A little bit of bonus gold there for the old Snapfire. Enchantress, oh, Ilias, Fairy Fire, bit of heals coming. Nature's Attendants doesn't survive. Phantom Assassin doesn't have enough damage to take down Seb either.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
A wyvern's breath.
Oh yeah. Very true. Oh, they know everything. The power of crowds. Zeus. They're trying to dive him. GPK backs up just in time, and they're going to force double leap from Saxa. Holds on to the final one.
Dire are scanning.
Well, try to guess what happened 5 minutes ago.
What?
Oh, I see what you mean. Well, yeah.
Radiant structures are fortified.
You need a huge crit there. Snapfire also coming down to play. 4-4-0 build, so ready to burst into people. Even launches them almost kisses. Epileptic Kid has TP'd out. Very well played. Did have the Observer Ward that saw the TP in. Knew exactly what was coming. And also, you know, TP's top. Doesn't go back to Fountain. Makes the play up north instead. And No Tail does have the dive. Yeah, he's a smart man. Oh, he tried it though, didn't he? And then they do get the combination of the gods. Colosseum into the big clap of Zeus.
Many thanks.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
I think it's quite often we can see the Boots of Travel or the Blink Dagger, stuff like that, right?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant are scanning. Dire's top tower.
Zeus?
Radiant's bottom tower.
GPK thought he was toying with them, but OG. Turns out that the game was all set up by them. So they moved in, they were under, you know, Radiant Observer, Radiant Sentry. GPK threw a lightning bolt down to be like, I can see you guys, don't come chasing me. And then the wraparound. OG with 5 heroes mid, spring into action. And also a good deep Dire Observer Ward there, spots out Save. As Mirana leaping for couriers. Not going to find either of them.
Is under attack. Radiant's courier has been killed. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, loses Arcane Boots on the Courier as well. And Saxa, that's the final leap. So, with the Winter's Curse and a Centaur Stomp, take down Saxa's Mirana. Nah, it's a good game now, is it? Oh. He is rewarded. Rewarded for that kill. Yeah, it would have been a nice little play. Refill that bottle. Into that dire jungle they go, Ilias and DM. Spotting out the Seb Magnus, who is rushing Blink Dagger at this point. So trying to hit a timing here, it looks like, along with the Slark. Try and get the Blink along with this Echo Saber, which RTW is not too far off of, just 100 gold shy. And then, you know, in about... Really? Oh, cool. 12-minute E-play. Yeah. And having that Empower really helps out taking down his Ancients, which he can then regen up with his Shadow Dance. And it feels like both teams going to be itching for a fight in the next, even 30 seconds to a minute or so. And it looks like Virtus.Pro have smoked up from their side of the map. They'll have this big old Mars ulti ready and raring to go, trying to get towards any heroes that are farming this one camp down here or up into the triangle.
Dire are scanning.
Shadows, take us.
Oh, they saw ILTW. They caught a glimpse of him for a second. Chasing towards the slug. He's already used Dog Packs, so he's going to have no way out of this. Winter's Curse straight on top of him. Arena with Spear, and he is caught up. He's reasonably tanky, though, with 13 one-charges, but he's not getting through the amount of disable they've got. But at the same time, Lacoste, what happened top? PA's dead.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh, Ilias. The Mortimer's kisses are burning him alive. Mirana gets the secure on it. E-Blade follows through onto the PA, and the Supernova's there. Nice cookie from Thompson, and they've killed them off. Zeus is trying to run away, but he's going to get stunned by the Supernova. Barely on the edge. The spear back in the cold embrace. Trying to keep GPK alive, but he's been burnt to a crisp. Thawed and melted. No Tail and Thompson. Great execution over in this Radiant Triangle as they find the two big core kills they needed.
The next label play. The next label
Bounty.
Hell yeah. He's got to get tested at least 48 hours before he comes into my apartment, I'll tell you that. Yep. He is a time traveler though, so it's definitely possible.
Is under attack.
Do you have any other traditions of leaving stuff for Santa or Rudolph?
Dire's
No?
middle tower
We used to
is
leave
under attack.
we used to leave Santa a nice little glass of brandy. And it wasn't until I was it wasn't until I was older that I realized it was my dad that was sipping on the brandy. Enjoy a nice. Yeah. Well, it was his suggestion, because we were like, should we leave, a glass of milk or something with a mince pie or a cookie? Oh, the catch on Saxa. That's an easy kill. See? Yeah. Poor Mirana. But, yeah, we'd leave a carrot for Rudolph. Nice glass of milk. And my dad was like, carrots? Milk? No, brandy. That's what we need. Winner's Curse onto Thompson. Where's the follow-through? Cookie back. Doesn't catch DM, so the spear is there. And they've got some chain stuns to flow in onto the Grandma. And DM actually out of that gets a double kill. That's right. Also cancelling the blink on Seb. So with the Nimbus there and the impetus hits from Ilias, GPK secures another and Sux is TP'd in here. There are a lot of VP heroes all surrounding, but okay, leaps into the tree line. Scary stuff. But you're right, this Magnus who has blink, we've not really seen a blink RP, and that Zeus ulti just cancelling any chances he had of Sux nearly gets annihilated by GPK. Oh.
Son of a...
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Don't send it back. Look at Enchantress.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Oh yeah. True, true.
Dire are
take it back, yeah. I was just saying, look at Enchantress, because as soon as GPK picked that up, Ilias was like following GPK. Give me the Philly. Not happening. Now, OG, it feels like it's been smoke time for a while, and they will group up together, try and get some utilization out of this Blink RP of Magnus. Saxa with Yules and Urn trying to frontline in the mid lane, and LTW has a couple of observers and sentries for himself, but he's been Yulesed up, speared back to the tree, and DM has split this fight wide open. E-Blade Cookie blasting forward, Topson kills off Ilias, and a Supernova on the high ground will zone the rest of them out as the kisses land onto DM, and Seb gets the two-man RP. He's waiting for it, but he's landed a gorgeous one. GPK with the save of the Winner's Curse is not going to be enough. Down they all come tumbling down, and Save, LTW is going to munch him up for dinner. Slark is...
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And now they're finding a catch top. The PA has been used into Arrow. You're talking about big plays from Mirana, and Saxa has got tons of them. Yules into Arrow was the undoing of the GPK Storm in Game 2, and now it's ruining VP's chances here in Game 3.
Shadows take us.
Oh, DM. There is vision. Thunder God's Wrath is there, but the arrow after Yules, E-Blade in with the combos they've got. The magic damage is it's not enough. He's got the arena, and that Cold Embrace finally dies as a skewer into the side of the Colosseum pushes Seb back into GPK's Thunderbolts. Kiss is coming. Smooches from Grandma. These don't taste so good. GPK. Oh, Topson jumped in aggressively. He wants to kill. That's a tanky Snapfire. Oh, Snapfire's going to 1v4. Give me more. E-Blade Cookie. You're right, Lacoste. TP out. Come on, Topson. Go for more.
I've learned nothing.
Sure is. PA. BKB, not too far away, but it hasn't felt like the Epileptic Kid PA we saw in Game 1 by any means. It's been an uphill struggle. Do you feel like this first Roshan of the game is going to be a defining moment here for VP? Because in my head, they are struggling, and if they don't get it, it might just be OG's game to lose. Nice Yules and the arena, but Slark just pounces straight over the top of it. Nimbus won't connect, and now DM's the one being focused down. Mars, Essence, Ring, TP home, Seb's there with the skewer to cancel, so DM forced to spear again. He's a tanky old boy, this Mars, but he's getting chased by OG, and they will never give up until he'll fall. And I also find Epileptic Kid. Elsewhere on the map, the Snapfire and the Slark pairing up to allow Topson to kill off the PA. Topson. Oh, he's hungry, but is he bit off more than he can chew? Because GPK turns and blows him up, and that's the streak gone now. The Sunray burning, but GPK surviving. Oh, Fiery Spirits, the heal from Enchantress. Those sprites come through, and he lives. He wanted to feed GPK, and that's exactly what he accomplished. Definitely a statement of intent, though. And Thompson's shifting into this kind of more physical damage build next. Like E-Blade, Blink, Daedalus.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Seb stuck around to deny the tower. RP's onto the PA under tier 2 now, but she's popped her BKB, feeling reasonably safe as the rest of the team's there to back her up. Slark wants to fight though. Onto the Mars, throws his arena down, and RTW up against the side, and the kiss is coming. Means DM gonna sell fuels, but that's the end of his life. Skewered across and finished off. As OG doing very well there to deny the mid-tier 1 and keep things going onto the Enchantress as they blow her up. With Roshan available, they could find themselves an easy objective in that pit. Yours arrow. GPK found by Slark. Nice save. Does come in with a Winter's Curse. Holding that Slark back as GPK considers the turn. Essence Ring and ready with the BKB. Looks like the back end is the PA nearly solo dying to Thompson, but the BKB and the jump back in. RTW now in trouble, but turns again with the Shadow Dance. All sorts of swings and roundabouts in this fight as Mirana, the only hero to die just yet. Now DM, they find him and they should be able to finish him. Gem now on the floor, but VP haven't noticed. No Tails pinging it. Couriers are coming. The couriers are coming.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Takes that courier and the gem straight back. You know, I'm just thinking again about this Thompson Snapfire build, because we've seen a lot of mid Snapfire over the past, what, 3-4 months or so, maybe a bit longer, and pretty much every mid Snapfire player has kind of indicated that Aghanims is that first item you go for. And Thompson's just come out here in this series and said, you know what, forget Aghanim Scepter, I don't need it. It's nice, but if I go for this build, I can get all of this damage, all of this save and potential, you know, team fight winning ability so much faster. My team could buy their own bloody Blink daggers.
Double damage!
GPK? Oh, nice Yules. They do catch out the Sax and Mirana in the Nimbus and the Colosseum. So, Mirana falling, the Yule Scepter and maybe a leap, but the final zap will take him down.
Radiant are scanning.
Oh, did the kisses nearly get him? No, they
Dire's bottom tower is
on the
under attack.
should have just come out on the courier, I think. Well, a 9k lead for OG, but yet to take a serious objective. Tier 2 still standing. Were you part of the panel with the pickle play, the cucumber strategy?
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
No, you were. You're not a fan. You didn't want to be. Well, oh, does get out of the grasp of Ilias. Sentry ward. Give me that magic damage. Yeah. Interesting, isn't it? Silver Edge on Slark. The Winter's Curse does clip Slark. Mars, though, hit by that arrow. The Nimbus coming out, and they do blow up DM. OG yet again swooping in to find that immediate dispatching of a core hero. And Virtus.Pro feeling like a limp animal, shuffling back towards their Radiant jungle and leaving that top tier 2, leaving the Roshan pit, all available to OG.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
An easy shot.
Well, 15 seconds for Mars to respawn means that VP are just going to have to hand OG that Aegis he is.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Roshan has fallen to the dive. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire are scanning.
She can do that physical burst.
Shadows take us.
And Slark TP'd to his bot tier 2. Oh, Ilias has TP'd home. Save still down here. OG don't find their moment, so they'll go back to pushing out the waves. Yeah, PA going all the way back up to top now. It feels like DM and his BKB going to be a important turning point here for VP to get these fights going. He's not going to have it. And they're smoking up without having it. Trying to make the move forward into their own. Oh, they got spotted though. Thompson was there just lurking on the very edge, waiting on top of the ramp. And a attempted smoke pop from No Tail as well.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And the smoke expiring. Yeah, DM does get the Yules and the arena. Trying to focus Phoenix, but that's a supernova from No Tail, and Ilias needs the help of Save with that Winter's Curse to buy him time to run away from Slark. DM on the retreat. Mars might still be in a bit of danger though, going for the TP. No Yules, no arrow. So what's that? Supernova down, but they've still got RP on OG. No kisses for about a minute and a half.
Is under attack.
And VP going to be ready with Arena in another 30 seconds. Probably with BKB in the next fight as well. So all in all, that little engagement, a pretty good little, like not a victory, but you know, it went okay for VP. They also scan, knowing that OG is coming around the corner. Hiding. Well, he's got Aegis and BKB. He forced the Shadow Downs early on in the fight. The Blink Bang, trying to get GPK away from danger, but Epikid has BKB'd himself, while RTW still in deep. Impetus hit, well, it doesn't finish him off. Slark is still fine, healing back up to full, and he's got the Aegis and the BKB still to play with, while they know that Epikid, arrow's good. Catching Enchantress, down goes Ilias and Thompson. What's the next play? There's an Arena of Blood, but dear lord, the damage from Thompson. In comes RTW with an RP catching on to the Winter Wyvern. Seb wants to try and make a move there, but a curse will force the Slug to attack him and maybe just finish him off. A 2-for-1 so far, but Thompson's there with a double kill. Going in again, and Save pays the ultimate price, while the Aegis is reclaimed, all thanks to Zeus and his magic burst.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
What
Yeah,
did you expect?
I was just about to
What
say.
did you expect?
Been a while.
Dire are scanning.
Can you... Huh.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And in this series in general, having that immediate catch on someone seems to be the real tipping point in a lot of these fights. Whoever gets that first jump on a key target is going to be winning these battles. As the smoke here from VP, and they see Thompson, they see Saxa, they're moving forward with the Winter's Curse. Slark bounces though onto the Winter Wyvern as the Mars Arena does catch a core in the midst. And the PA finds the blow up on Thompson. The immediate buyback though, save annihilated. Saxa traded as GPK does launch the Thunder his way, but RTW should be able to take down Ilias without too many problems now in a 2-for-2 trade, while Seb was looking for an RP, but PA and Zeus have both retreated back to their base. OG still going to be knocking on the door of your tier 2s now, though.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, DM. Oh my god. DM. There's no way. Can you get out of this one? He's been surrounded. There's too many here. And that Slog Pounce, it doesn't quite connect, but it puts RTW within range to get some hits in. The Jukes from DM. He doesn't have Blink. He doesn't have TP. He's just got Phase Boots and a BKB. He'll try and rebuke and spear and Essence Ring all he can. But OG this time shut the door on Mars.
Prize is mine.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Shadows take.
Well, RTW. He's cursed up, and the kisses are just zoning back VP, and in comes Seb. A BKB force from Epic Kid. We've got an RP though, landing. Seb's being blown up though. The Oxy Burn and the lightning damage is enough. And PA blinks up to high ground as the Slug dives in. They've killed her off through the Cold Embrace thanks to this E-Blade of Thompson. RTW's going wild. He's bouncing into trees. He's trying to break apart VP, and a Yules into Arrow will secure themselves a kill onto Ilias. Oh, maybe not, because GPK is there with a lot of damage, but so's bloody Thompson. A triple kill for Grandma.
I've learned nothing. I've learned nothing.
It's impossible.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It's been a struggle for VP to get their combos going, and it's going to be even worse with these items you're mentioning. And the fact that Slog got this BKB reasonably early, you know, Silver Edge into BKB, still sitting on 8 seconds duration, hasn't been forced to use it too often. And a nice little pickup from Seb as well. Ether Lens and a Solar Crest, so he can sit very far away and keep spamming that on his little Slark buddy. Is it around the Abyssal Blade timing? VP know that they've got limited options. Slark also getting his own Abyssal Blade, and ILTW, he's invis. He might pop this smoke in a second. Saxa shows in the mid lane, so does No Tail. Scan from the Radiant
Radiant's top tower
is near the triangle, and the long line of Dire Vision doesn't see anybody here. And they jump onto tops and they go. They find the pick off on the Snapfire. Great initiation from VP, and she's dead for 2 minutes. You are bloody right. They're going to go in for more. Roshan is alive. This fight is huge for VP if they can get it done. They try to get No Tail, but he dives with the Eon Disc. The Winter's Curse is there on Slark. They do have the Supernova coming soon, but he's battling into his own Slark, and the impetus hits the damage. The RP, yes, from Seb. It catches onto 2, but down goes Slark. RTW's gone. No Tail Supernova lands now, and the arrow connecting with some pretty good control, but Epileptic Kid is able to make the jump once more, and Saxa, low absorbing the dagger back, will only do so much. Leaping forward, but blown up as the Abyssal Blade drags the Mirana into a double kill of PA. And Seb? The triple!
bottom tower is under attack.
What a bounty! What a bounty!
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And save, finally. Popping into the Roche pit.
Dire's
Was that how much of a swing it was? From 20k? Oh, yeah, you're right.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Jeez. Aegis and Cheese now here. Phantom Assassin holding on to Paladin Sword. That Cheese is going to give so much healing.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Holy crap. That Slark is just going to get annihilated if he doesn't get the immediate jump on the PA with the rest of his team. And that's the thing, like, I really feel like this whole series has been about, yeah, okay, game 1 we can maybe ignore a little bit because it was a bit of a stomp, but games 2 and 3 is who gets that jump onto a core hero first? Who forces these buybacks? What's happened? What is it? They find DM, Supernova straight on his head. There's the Winter's Curse, though, catching out Slark, and the Waterman's Kiss is not doing too much. Yules into Arrow, and now an RP. Landing onto 2 with a Snapfire, multi-shot comes in. They are killing off Save. He buys back straight away. The Aegis has also popped on that PA. DM is still inside the Arena of Blood. Seb is falling low, up against the shield. He'll crash, but RTW has found the target with an arrow connecting. They take down the PA. A triple for Thompson, and Rapier. It is no longer available for the Phantom Assassin.
To stay free. Oh my.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Yeah,
Radiant's middle
same.
has fallen. Dire's bottom tower
I clicked on Thompson. Like, Thompson did make a slot.
has fallen.
Oh, yeah. They're going to keep going for this. Nimbus will only buy so much time. ILTW just clears it through. And OG looking for the Game 3 victory here. And Glyph and run away. OG don't have a lot of sustain. They've got the Shadow Dance, they've got Urn charges, only one remaining on Saxa, and then that Sunray. The jump in. The arrows, the multi-arrows, GPK and DM trying to make the play onto RTW, but he turns to the Shadow Dance and the Abyssal Blade there, and they've killed off GPK. Oh, he's nearly surviving, but that E-Blade will secure the kill, and they skewer Mars back. DM now trapped and GG called. It's a 2-1 victory for OG.
Radiant's ancient is under attack. OG